Reporting for Wise News Network in Cherryville, North Carolina, I'm Rusty Wise, and we are on North Hauser Street in Cherryville, which had extensive damage from the storm on Tuesday night. Behind me, you can see crews are still working, and also crews all around this neighborhood are still working. There's trees still down. Throughout Cherryville, there's still a lot of damage in the secondary neighborhoods and secondary roads. The main roads are passable, but the secondary roads are still have some debris on them. There are still some roads that are closed, and that's portions of Pink Street. Also, Hauser Street here is closed. Depot Street. There's several streets that are still closed, so the main arteries are open, but the secondary roads have damage and are partially closed. They're still down power lines, and according to Brian Dalton, there's approximately 100 to 150 residents still without power in Cherryville. We're here with homeowner Andrew Bumgarner, which was hit hard by a Tuesday night storm. Andrew, can you tell us a little bit about what happened, and were you home?
Yeah, we were home. I was we have a room in our house that don't have any windows in it, and that's what we call our storm room. And when it hit, I was walking back that way, and my wife was up in the front, and we heard a loud hit. I guess it was one of the big trees falling. I said, "Carol, come on back in here to this storm room." And so when it first happened, she looked out the front, and there was just debris all in the yard. And she said, "Well, you ought to see the front yard." Well, I went and looked out back, and man, I said, "You ought to come to the back and look," because we had several trees, big trees down back there. But we were just fortunate it didn't hit anything.
Now
other than our power box. It knocked our power box completely off.
Now your neighbors, they were across the street, and I believe you said they saw it coming.
Oh yeah. My neighbors across the street, the Faggarts, they were actually in the carport when it happened, and they said it was just a sheet of rain. They couldn't even see my house. It was raining so hard. But when it stopped, the guy looked in the backyard and he said, "Well, there's no trees back there now."
Now, the insurance company, you've contacted your insurance company, and tell us a little bit about that process, about what they will and will not pay for.
Well, now my power box is completely off because of the tree knocked it down. They will pay for that, but they basically say if it don't hit a structure, then you're gonna, you have to pay for getting everything cleaned up and the trees cut up. But I feel very fortunate it didn't hit a structure, but so far as help with insurance, if it don't hit a structure, you don't really get anything for that.
Now, according to the city manager, there's still about 150 residents, and it looks like this whole neighborhood is still off. And I don't know when they'll get it back on, but there's some main lines still down that we see. But fortunately, you still have a generator. We hear it running. Have you talked to any your other neighbors about how they're doing?
I think the ones beside me, they've had generators, and the one across the street. Now the man beside me, I don't think he's had anything, but he goes to his sister's and gets his phone charged and different stuff like that. As far as I know, everybody's okay. Fortunate that nobody got hurt.
We also caught up with officials down at the shelter, and here's more on that. We're here at Shady Grove Baptist Church in Cherryville, North Carolina at 3240 Tryon Courthouse Road, and we are at the shelter that's been set up by the Red Cross and the Baptist Association, and we're going to go inside and talk and see what the shelter has to offer for the local residents. We're here with Tom Beam, and he's going to explain what he does for his organization for the Cherryville, North Carolina disaster we had 2 days ago.
So it's really good that I'm here with our volunteers from North Carolina Baptist churches all across the state. We started late yesterday getting everything moved in, but we've got showers and laundry for the community if people need to take hot showers or have their clothes washed. And we've got volunteers that are coming in today, and they're going to start assessing jobs, but cutting trees, temporary roof repair, and those kinds of things.
I know we did a tour of the city, and a lot of the secondary roads still have a lot of damage. I know most of the power is on the primary circuits and the primary roads, but there's still a lot of homes without power, and according to the city manager, there's like 100 to 150 homes still without power. But also, there's still a lot of damages. So, do you expect more people to come in as the days come in, or what do you think?
Yeah, we've already seen some homeowners come in this morning. The word is out that we're going to be here as long as we're needed to help people get back in their homes. There's no charge for anything that we do. We love the Lord and we love people and we want to serve both, and so we're here to take care of that need.
Cherryville, North Carolina schools reopened Thursday morning, May 19th. Even though there were roads still blocked and power lines still down, the school system decided to open. That was all 4 schools in Cherryville, North Carolina. The buses were also running. The high school was, as you can see, was starting to open. Even though there were still damages in the area, the school systems decided to open, which you can see here. Parents escorted their kids into the school, and police also directed traffic to ensure a safe entrance to the schools. Also, last night, Thursday night, the 18th, there was a baseball game held at Fraley Field. Even though there were power lines down beside the Fraley Field, and also the road was closed beside Fraley Field, they decided to hold the baseball game anyway. The baseball game started at 5 p.m. and was going to be held regardless of power being restored or not. That was a decision made by Cherryville High School and Gaston County Schools. Unfortunately, Cherryville lost the game last night. In the Walmart area, Scooter's Coffee is opened, and it was very busy this morning, and Walmart also opened at 6 a.m. According to Kelsey Bowl, Senior Manager of Corporate Communications with Walmart, the store has been closed since Tuesday evening following the severe weather that had moved in through the area. The store didn't sustain any damage and was temporarily closed due to the power outage. We are working to replenish inventory and continue to serve customers, and that is from Corporate Communications, Kelsey Bowl at Walmart Media Relations.